Hey, thanks for joining me again. Alright, let's play some more Borderlands 2 True Vault Hunter mode. Here we are in the fridge. You don't have to do this if you're playing True Vault Hunter mode. You can just actually skip ahead as I indicated in the previous video, but I'm doing it anyways just to level up. And the fridge is a hellacious mix of rats, cats, and elephants. I'm sorry. Okay, no, let's get serious. It's a hellacious mix of rats. Okay, there's some rats. Racks and crystalisks. And yeah. What my strategy here in the opening to take care of the rats is just basically fire burst spam. That's it. I mean, it's the simplest thing to do. Just spam out a bunch of grenades, and they always try to steal your loot, so you can rely on that. You can rely on them to always rush you. So this is my firewall strategy here. I'm just throwing out a preemptive fire burst grenade. As you can see, they're doing it again. Throw it out there. They always come and try to steal your loot, so throw up that firewall right near the loot and cook them up. I find it moves so quickly that even with a rapid firing SMG or flat off pistol, whatever, they're hard to hit. So basically you want to like just throw out these, you know, turrets of flaming fire, and that'll cook them up right nicely. And as you can see, they kind of enjoy it. I smell delicious! Yeah. You always get your grenades back anyways, it's no big deal. Lots of ammo boxes in this area, so, you know, and as you know, may or may not know, the game always feeds you the kind of ammo that you're using most of, so it's no biggie. When in doubt, spam grenades. Hey. So I'm swapping back and forth between my homing fire bee and the fire burst. Each one has a specific use. Homing fire bee zeroes in on them and cooks them up. And then I swap back to the fire burst to kind of like put up a firewall. Here come the racks. You can take cover from the racks over here. Perfect cover right here. And usually like to use a Vladoff pistol. This is my Vengeful TMP. It's great. It's got a good scope on it, but I'm not going to use it scoped because it's just a lot easier to, you know, pick them off like this, shooting from the hip. My Gwen's Head doll pistol with fire damage is actually more efficient, but it uses way more ammo. So I prefer to use the TMP. Yeah, scoping the doll pistol on these racks would take care of them, but it's a burst fire of seven bullets, so it ends up using up a lot of pistol ammo. And I've actually run out of pistol ammo using the Gwen's Head exclusively throughout the fridge in a practice run. So I prefer to use the TMP. As you see, the TMP does a good job. These guys are deadly. They look innocent. Even the non-badass variety. When they come down and melee attack you, that can wipe out your entire shield and health bar in one shot. Just an average rack. Okay, so part 2 of the rats section. Here I want to get them pissed off. Get them coming at me, throw out a homing fire bee. See where they're rushing me. Get ready for him. Probably gonna switch to a fire burst. Now I'm using the Gwen's Head. Doll pistol with fire damage. And note that I'm picking up all the loot as quickly as possible because I can't stand when they steal my loot. Even though when you kill them, you kind of sort of get it back. I notice you don't get all of it back. Sometimes you get, you know, some of it back. But you don't always get all of it back. These plague rats. hate them. So running away to get Deception reloaded again. As soon as it's reloaded, I'm going to do a melee attack on him, execute, and then finish him off with the Gwyn's Head. So that's part 2. Part 3 of the rats section is up ahead. There's kind of a line trigger right where that kind of like garage door is on the right there. Just past here, there's a line trigger, and then they all start spawning in this area up ahead. So I'm going to throw out Deception and throw out a homing fire beast. Same deal. Put up a firewall. Now I'm switching over to the fire burst. Put up a firewall. That way, if they get cheeky and run past the homing fire beast, they run into the firewall. I love that tactic. So satisfying. By the way, in case you haven't figured it out, the commentary is dubbed. I just thought this section was so hellacious that I needed all my concentration to be able to pull it off. There you go, so section 3, all the rats are done. There's one final section of rats down to the left. I'm going to leave that till last. And now it's Crystallisk time. Loot this chest here. A lot of guys in playthrough 1, in my playthrough 1 walkthrough on my old channel, MajorSlack videos, kept swearing that meleeing Crystallisks is the easiest way to take them down. I strongly disagree. This, what you're about to see, is the easiest way to take down Crystallisks. Get yourself a good Jacobs sniper rifle with critical hit damage bonus, a good sniper rifle or sniper class mod, and a good amplify shield, and you can 3-shot these guys. 3 sniper rifle bullets, that's all it takes. There we go, 2. Takes a little bit of patience, but this is by far the easiest way to kill Crystallisks. I don't care what anybody says. You start running in there and trying to melee them all. Okay, maybe it's a little faster, but it's certainly not easier. And have I tried it? Yeah, I've tried it extensively. I've experimented extensively with meleeing Crystallisks. All kinds of configurations, and it is not easy. Okay, it's a little faster, but I wouldn't. There's no way I would call it easy. You know, maybe some of you guys have become master at it. You know, hey, all the power to you, but that's not easy for the average gamer with average skills. That's the hard way of doing things. This is the easy way. Okay, just my opinion. Hang back in the rear with the gear, pull out your Jacobs sniper rifle, one-shot those guys. I noticed that if you stay out of sight, often, pardon me, they won't attack you. There we go. So there's 2 textbook sniper rifle kills on Crystallisks. That's the easiest way to do it. Yeah, if you stay out of sight, often they won't attack you. They have 3 different kinds of attacks. In case you don't know, they have this kind of like artillery crystal attack. They lob this kind of like blob of crystal that forms, and then it lands, and then it blows up. That does a hell of a lot of damage, and it's got a wide area of effects. It's got a wide blast radius. Then they have this kind of like spitting spike attack, which does less damage, but it can still screw you up. And then finally, when you get up close, they have this kind of like stomping, ground shaking attack, all of which is coming at you while you're trying to melee them. And from other Crystallisks too. That's another thing too. When you're sniping, you control the fight. When you start running in there and meleeing them, the fight controls you. You're running around trying to avoid the fight. And more often than not, you end up spawning more crystalisks than you want on the scene at any one time. You usually get sandwiched in between two of them. Here I'm just getting to spawn and then retreating. And same deal, rinse, repeat. Looking for racks. There's no racks, so I can keep on my crystalisk busting gear. Or rather, switch back to my crystalisk, pardon me, busting gear. My rack busting gear is my survivor class mod and adaptive shield. There we go, one leg down. Keeping out of sight so he doesn't attack. He's nice and calm, he doesn't know what's going on. Throw slack shadow. Get all the stars aligned, and I missed because when you're in like deception mode, sometimes it's hard to figure out which leg is still has crystals on it. So now I know it's the one on the left. One left to go. This is another thing too. When you keep it, like when you stay out of sight, they often don't try to hide their final leg. The final leg that they have like left, you know, they often swing it around to the back so you can't get a line of fire on it. But if you stay out of sight, they don't know where you are, and they're not attacking. They don't know to keep it out of sight. Okay, so same deal here. Go out a little bit. Get another crystalist to spawn. I got my rack gear on. Also trying to sucker in the racks into spawning. Take care of the racks. Short little burst from the TMP. Save on ammo. And that is it. We're coming up to the end of this video. Going to leave you with a little bit of cliffhanger as we take on the next crystalisk. I want to thank you all very much for watching. See you next video.